Hello friends, welcome back to Restart UPSC. So far we have completed coding decoding section, and in this video we'll be solving data arrangements. Okay, now let's go to the first question. 5 people A, B, C, D and E are seated around a round table. Every chair is spaced equidistant from adjacent chairs. C is seated next to A, A is seated 2 seats from D, B is not seated next to A. On the basis of above information, which of the following must be true? Okay. What is telling? There is a round table, and then now C is seated next to A. Okay. If A is here, C can take this value. Now, if A is here, C can take this value. Okay. A is seated 2 seats from D. There are 5 people there already. Okay. Let's take these are 3 seats. Now, D can take either this seat, that means 2 seats from D. A is 2 seats from D, right? Now, either D can take this. That means here also we are getting 2 possibilities. So, if A is C, I'll take D is taken here and D is here. Similarly, to this value, what will get? A, C, right? This is A, D sitting 2 seats away from D. What is telling? A seated 2 seats from D, right? That means D can be this one, or D can be this one, right? No. What is third statement? B is not seated next to A. That means B is not seated next to A. That means B is seated here. Here B is not seated next to A. That means B is seated here. B is not seated next to A. That means B is seated here. Here also B is seated here. What is the next? What is the other term remaining? This E, right? So, all sheets are filled. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 possible solutions. Right? Now, on the basis of above information, which of the following must be true? D is seated next to B. Okay. D, B, D, B, D, B, D, B. Right? In all the 4 options, D is seated next to B. That means the statement is correct. Now, E is seated next to A. A, E, A, E, A, E, A, E. Right? That means this statement is also correct. D and C are separated by 2 seats. In the first option only, in the first solution, D seated next to C. Here, okay. D and C are separated by 1 seat. Here they are sitting together. Here also, see, D and B are separated by 1 seat. Here also 2 seats are separated. But see, in these options, they are sitting together. So, third statement can be correct. 1 and 2 is the answer. Okay. Now, let's go to the next question. There are 5 hobby clubs in a college: photography, yachting, chess, electronics, and gardening. The gardening group meets every second day. Okay. What is telling? Gardening group meets second day. Electronics group meets third day. Chess group meets fourth day. Yachting group meets fifth day. Photography group meets every sixth day. How many times do all the 5 groups meet on the same day within 180 days? Simply, this is the question. The application of LCM, right? We need to find LCM of 2, 3, 4, 5. Already 4 contains 2. So we are taking 2. 6 contains 3. We need have taken 3. So what is LCM of 4, 5, 6? Okay. It is 2, 5, 6. This is the LCM. What is LCM? 2 into 2 into 5 into 15, 15 for the 60. Right? That means they meet, all the groups meet in 60 days for once. He's asking how many times they meet within 180 days. That means 180 by 60. 3 times they meet 3 times within 180 days. Okay. Let's go to the third question. There are some nectar-filled flowers on a tree and some bees are hovering on it. If one bee lands on each flower, one bee will be left out. Okay. If two bees land on each flower, one flower will be left out. The number of flowers and bees respectively are. Let's take bees is equals to x and flower is equals to 1. What is telling in the first statement? If one bee sitting on each flower, one bee is left. That means x minus 1 bees are sitting on y flower stack. No. What is the equation? X is equals to y plus 1. That should be equation number 1. No. What is the second condition? If two bees land on each flower, one flower will be left on. See, that means two bees sitting on one flower, right? These are bees, these are flowers, right? Now what is telling? Two bees sitting on one flower. Now when the X bee sitting on, when two bees sitting on one flower, if X is bee sit on, see one flower is left, right? That means how many flowers? Y minus flowers are sitting here, right? No? The cross multiplication, what will you get? 2 into y minus 1 is equals to x. Okay, see, we are taking what? If two bees are sitting on one flower, we are then there are x bees, right? They will be sitting on y minus 1 flowers because one flower is left. No, we are taking cross multiplication so that to write the equation. Okay, see, that means x is equals to 2y minus 2. We know x value from equation number 1 to this equation number 2. What is x value? Y plus 1 is equals to 2y minus 2. What is y value? Y is equals to, let's say, is 3. Y is equals to 3 means what is x value? Y plus 1, right? That is 4. Let's go to the next question. Okay. Let's see. Directions for the following 5 items. Consider the following information and answer the 5 items that follow. 5 items. Okay, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. There are 5 persons in a group, P, Q, R, S, and T. The group has one doctor, one lawyer, one artist. P and S are unmarried students. Actually, P, S. Students is also student. Single. Maybe this will also single. No. T is a man married to one of the group members. Okay. T married to one of the group members. Who are left? Q and R are left. Okay. Now Q is brother of P. That means Q is male, right? So simply R is female. So T is married to R. So these people are married couple. Okay, married. What is telling? Who is brother of P? Okay, these both are brothers, and is neither doctor nor artist. What is telling? Who is male, right? He is not doctor, not artist. That means what is Q? Who is lawyer, right? R is not doctor. What is R? R is artist. So T will be what? Doctor. No, let's solve the question. Who is doctor? Doctor is T. Who is artist? 15th question. No, 16th. Artist is R, right? Who is spouse of R? T, right? Who is lawyer? Lawyer is Q, right? No. Who who of the following is definitely a man? Definitely a man. He's telling no in the question. Q is brother of P. That means Q, right? It is simple, right? The remaining questions from 6 to 10 we'll solve in the next video. Okay. This will be the last question to this video. We'll meet in the next video. Okay, friends. Thank you.